This is Q30 to Little Neck Parkway. This stop is Archer Avenue and Sutphin Boulevard. Next stop, Archer Avenue and 149th Street. Transfers available to E, J and Z trains. Long Island Railroad. Air train. Q20A, Q20B, Q24, Q25, Q25 Limited, Q31, Q34, Q65 and Q65 Limited. This stop is Archer Avenue and 149th Street. Next stop, Jamaica Avenue and 153rd Street. Transfers available to E, J and Z trains. Long Island Railroad. Air train. Q6, Q6 Limited, Q8, Q9, Q25, Q25 Limited, Q31, Q34, Q41, Q54, Q56, Q83, Q83 Limited, Q84, Q85, Q85 Limited, Q110, Q111, Q112 and Q114 Limited. This stop is Jamaica Avenue and 153rd Street. Next stop, Jamaica Avenue and Guy R. Brewer Boulevard. Transfers available to Q31, Q54, Q56 and Q110. This stop is Jamaica Avenue and Guy R. Brewer Boulevard. Next stop, Jamaica Avenue and 168th Street. Transfers available to Q6, Q6 Limited, Q8, Q9, Q17, Q17 Limited, Q31, Q41, Q54, Q56 and Q110. This stop is Jamaica Avenue and 168th Street. Next stop, 170th Street and Jamaica Avenue. Transfers available to Q6, Q6 Limited, Q17, Q17 Limited, Q31, Q54, Q56 and Q110. This stop is 170th Street and Jamaica Avenue. Next stop, Hillside Avenue and Homeland Street. Transfers available to F train. N1, N6, N6X, N22, N22A, N22L, N22X, N24, N26, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q17, Q17 Limited, Q31, Q36, Q36 Limited, Q43, Q43 Limited, Q76 and Q77. This stop is Hillside Avenue and Homeland Street. Next stop, Homeland Street and Highland Avenue. This stop is Homeland Street and Highland Avenue. Next stop, Homeland Street and Gothic Drive. This stop is Homeland Street and Gothic Drive. Next stop, Homeland Street and Aspen Place. This stop is Homeland Street and Aspen Place. Next stop, Homeland Street and Charlotte Ridge. This stop is Homeland Street and Charlotte Ridge. Next stop, Utopia Parkway and Kilda Road. Transfer available to Q31. This stop is Utopia Parkway and Kilda Road. Next stop, Utopia Parkway and 80th Drive. This stop is Utopia Parkway and 80th Drive. Next stop, Utopia Parkway and Union Turnpike. Transfers available to Q31, Q46, Q46 Limited, QM1, QM5, QM6, QM7, QM8, QM31, QM35 and QM36. This stop is Utopia Parkway and Union Turnpike. Next stop, Utopia Parkway and 76th Avenue. This stop is Utopia Parkway and 76th Avenue. Next stop, Utopia Parkway and 75th Avenue. This stop is Utopia Parkway and 75th Avenue. Next stop, Utopia Parkway and 73rd Avenue. This stop is Utopia Parkway and 73rd Avenue. Next stop, Utopia Parkway and Jewel Avenue. This stop is Utopia Parkway and Jewel Avenue. Next stop, Utopia Parkway and 69th Avenue. This stop is Utopia Parkway and 69th Avenue. Next stop, Utopia Parkway and 67th Avenue. This stop is Utopia Parkway and 67th Avenue. Next stop, Utopia Parkway and 65th Avenue. This stop is Utopia Parkway and 65th Avenue. Next stop, Utopia Parkway and Horace Harding Expressway. Transfers available to Q17, Q17 Limited, Q31 and Q88. This stop is Utopia Parkway and Horace Harding Expressway. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 183rd Street. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 183rd Street. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 186th Street. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 186th Street. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 188th Street. Transfers available to Q17, Q17 Limited, Q88, QM1, QM5, QM7, QM8, QM31 and QM35. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 188th Street. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 190th Street. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 190th Street. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 194th Street. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 194th Street. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and Peck Avenue. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and Peck Avenue. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and Francis Lewis Boulevard. Transfers available to Q26, Q76 and Q88. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and Francis Lewis Boulevard. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and Oceania Street. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and Oceania Street. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 211th Street. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 211th Street. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 214th Street. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 214th Street. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and Bella Boulevard. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and Bella Boulevard. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 218th Street. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 218th Street. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and Springfield Boulevard. Transfers available to Q27, Q27 Limited, QM5, QM8 and QM35. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and Springfield Boulevard. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 224th Street. Transfers available to QM5, QM8 and QM35. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 224th Street. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and Cloverdale Boulevard. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and Cloverdale Boulevard. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 231st Street. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 231st Street. Next stop, Douglaston Parkway and 65th Avenue. This stop is Douglaston Parkway and 65th Avenue. Next stop, Douglaston Parkway and 61st Avenue. This stop is Douglaston Parkway and 61st Avenue. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and Douglaston Parkway. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and Douglaston Parkway. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 244th Street. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 244th Street. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 246th Crescent. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 246th Crescent. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 246th Place. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 246th Place. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and Marathon Parkway. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and Marathon Parkway. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 251st Street. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 251st Street. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 254th Street. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 254th Street. Next stop, Nassau Boulevard and Little Neck Parkway. Transfers available to Q36, Q36 Limited, QM3, QM5, QM8 and QM35. This stop is Nassau Boulevard and Little Neck Parkway. This is Q30 to Little Neck Parkway.